I went to a breakfast this week, and Michael Ferris, who's the founding president of Patrick Henry College, which is not too far from here, was telling, he told that story. He used to be a lawyer in Washington.
And it's scary to think that, just when you discipline your kids, that, you might get them taken away by the government,
Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I just think that when you look at the way, Europe and some of the other parts of Western society, and especially parts of Eastern society, like China, come in and kind of, they feel like the government has such a pressing interest in the kids that they take away the right of the parents to kind of raise the kids in ways that aren't abusive. I'm not talking about those situations, but in normal cases, where parents are like, we want to raise the kids, with the values and ideas that we think, then it's not that far of a step for the government to say, well, we don't really think those are helpful, or we think that, that if it's to kind of overstep their bounds, and I just think it would be easy for the U.S. to follow in those footsteps.
Well, I can tell you this, and well, number one, I definitely would like you guys to give my assistant over there your information, because I certainly would like for you, because you have such a passion for it, if you wouldn't you take the flyer, log in, and you can be part of our studio audience, and you certainly will have an opportunity to address that, as well as, let me tell you, I came up in a family that was very religious, Pentecostal holiness, and I was actually forced to go to church on Sunday. And I'm here to tell you, it's because I was forced when I got in my teens and I was around certain things when I weren't around my parents in school. I'm telling you, it's the principles that was instilled in me that kept me in the arc of safety. So you have a legitimate gripe, and I really appreciate you stopping, and I want to shake your hand and tell you thank you very much for not having children, but just because you don't have any doesn't mean you don't, you have a heart for them. You understand? You're going to be wonderful parents. It was so nice talking to you. Bianca. Kristen. Yolanda. Hi, I am Pamela Coleman, the host of Faces 8, a women's talk show that's coming here to the Maryland, D.C., Virginia, Pennsylvania area. We're definitely going national, but what we're doing is we're out in the different malls, and we're talking to the shoppers, and actually not just malls, we're going to be out on the street, different places, and we're talking to individuals because we want the show to not just be our show, but to be a show of the people, so America can hear what the American people want to hear on talk shows. So I asked you to have a segment done just for you. What would you like it to be?
Wow, let's see.
Nothing about paternity tests.
Right, we're tired of paternity test shows.
I'm sorry, say it again.
We're tired of the paternity test, my baby, who's my daddy, and all that kind of, we're tired of that.
You're tired of that? You're tired of, so what you're saying is basically, I'm tired of hearing people's dirty laundry aired on national TV.
Right. Need something else.
That's true. That's true, because children have to one day live with that.
Right.
Okay.
Right. They'll grow up to one day and see, the episode or something, and you don't want to relive everything you did when you were younger, constantly let your children see the same thing, the mistakes you made.
Exactly.
So.
Wonderful. And you, what would you like to? Give us something juicy now.
Something good.
I'm actually not sure because I'm not really a big talk
Let us step on that way I can hear the mic. She can hear the mic. Go ahead.
I'm not like a big talk show watcher, but the show I do watch, which is probably the show that everybody watches, is Oprah. So, and I noticed that she always has lately a lot of wellness shows about health and mental well-being and physical well-being and just how to keep healthy mentally, physically. I would like to see more of that on talk shows.
Wonderful.
Rather than, focusing always on the problems of,
wonderful.
And
and
whatnot.
Okay.
All of that stuff. Focus on something more positive, trying to, make yourself better, empowering people and things like that. So.
Wonderful. Well, I can tell you that Faces 8 is a talk show that's designed to deal with women from a holistic perspective.
Right.
Okay, so we will be dealing with the psychological, the social issues. We'll be dealing with oneself. We'll be dealing with the spiritual aspects of a woman, and we're just covering the woman in a whole.
Right.
Okay, so how about you?
Something
every time I look at these shows like Tyra Banks, you see these little skinny, thick women, right?
Okay.
And I want to see something with full-figured women, and you know, you see these talk show hosts always put on fat suits. Well, I wear that suit every day, so that makes me sick when I have to see them take it off. Okay. So something about just being healthy, and it also with minorities, it always makes minorities look just so low. They never do anything. Every shows I've seen now, they never show any like positive minorities. It's always Keisha or Sheila doing something they're not supposed to do. So it's you know, some more positive things for minorities.
So basically, you want us to have some shows talking about the different positive things that minorities are doing as far as us as doctors and lawyers and things of that nature. And also, let me tell you something. You were uniquely made, okay? You know, when God made you, he only made one of you. And truth be told, every female that you see small may not want to be small. And I'm here to tell you as a witness that it took me almost 2 years to gain the weight that I have, and I love it. I don't want to be a 4. I don't want to be a 6. I am an 8 and loving all of it. So let me tell you, that's why you should not judge. You never know what a person is thinking or feeling. That's why the word of God say, don't judge. Because you can't assume because someone is one size that that's the size that they want to be, whether they're big or they're small. You understand? But know that whatever size you may be, love you for who you are, where you are, and we are definitely doing something on, because one of my officers, she want to do something on that, and she has that. So if you can give, do you guys have our information? Definitely come and be part of our studio audience. And matter of fact, you email me personally yourself and just remind me of this, because we interviewing everywhere. We're going to be all across the country, so that I can remember and let you be a part of that show, because I love your passion. Oh, thanks. You understand? And tell them the next time they say something about fat, you say I am the PHAT, fat. Okay? You go, y'all go ahead, because you guys are beautiful. Yeah, give a shout out. This is my beautiful divas, my plus size divas.
I'm Jessica.
Jessica. And Jessica wanted us to have a segment on
the biases between men and women, why it's okay for women and men to do something and women not to do it.
Give me an example, Jessica, so I can kind of really know where you're going.
For example, if a woman were to have a woman understand, she's automatically considered a hoe, but if a man does it, it's just a notch under his belt. But for us, we get looked down upon if we were to do something, say, adventurous for one time.
Well, see, I guess, Jessica, my point of view, and I definitely would love to have a show. We're going to have one on old-fashioned principles. I guess I'm one of the women that stand on the old-fashioned principles, because my mother always told me, you know, a man can do all kinds of things, waddle around in the gutter, get up and still be a man. Women can't do it. We're not men. We will never be a man. We can't be like them. And let me tell you something. This is you, okay? If you don't have anything else, you got this. So you don't ever want to feel that less of yourself to do something like that, because anytime you decide that you want to bed, as one would say, a man, you will make sure that he deserves you, or he will not have you, okay? But we're going to be doing some segments on that.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, thank you.
Thank you, Jessica. Talk to you soon.